There's the pressure from Stitt against Thomas. He runs into Hansbrough. Well, he barely got it across the timeline. Green, another tray. We're down to 2. Timeout, North Carolina.
From the start, that could not have been any finer. North Carolina is the 2009 national champion.
So before every game, we come through this tunnel. We meet right here. We have a little breakdown. We come together, break before we run out the tunnel, which is very overwhelming. You know, we have a little talk. We walk through here. So coming through this tunnel was an overwhelming, very overwhelming feeling, but in a good way. So I miss running through out here and having almost 22,000 standing up, yelling for me and cheering for us, and just, you know, playing on this floor. Nothing but Carolina blue everywhere, and white. You can see all the banners up in the sky. You can see all the jerseys up in the sky, all the great things come through here. So as you can see, when we walk in this building, just the colors, the space, the area, it's kind of overwhelming. Then you see the history of the players, the jerseys, and the rafters, the ACC championship titles, the banners, the appearances, you know, all the names, numbers, and years that are up there. You know, it's very overwhelming. It's amazing to see. You know, you see the guys in the front row who won Player of the Year. Those are the jersey numbers you can't get, and the guys behind them who won either Final Four MVP or been, you know, NCAA, you know, All-Team or ACC Player of the Year or a gold medalist. There's a long list of things that those guys have achieved, and that's why their number is up there. And hopefully one day I can get my jersey up there. It's never too late, so it's something I'm working on. You know, it's a big thing for me. So coming up, growing up as a Carolina fan, you know, and be able to go to school here, and be able to come back here and be looked up to by these young kids is an amazing feeling. And have these kids come out every year and out, progressing, getting better, and looking forward to seeing me. So many greats have come through here. So many greats have run, you know, camps. So many greats have run clinics, and for me to be able to do that, you know, says a lot about where I've come from and how far I've gone. Still a lot more to achieve, a lot more to get done, but you know, to put myself in that position, to be able to, you know, host a camp, you know, here, it's a big deal. You know, Coach Williams has thousands of kids every year. You have Kenny Smith's camp, you know, Sam Perkins, Eric Montross. There's so many camps that guys run here, and to be able to be alongside those names, you play alongside them or play in the same arena, same jersey those guys have put on, hold a clinic or a camp in the same area those guys have, you know, held their camp. So it's a pretty big deal. Yeah, sure, also I'm not. You at camp today? You were in camp today?
No. This is a baseball player,
Dude.
man. He's
Oh my God.
I told you to take that off.
You want to let that one go, that sticker. You're on the wrong campus to have that sticker on.
Told him. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Good luck to you, man. Stay healthy.
Thank you. Yeah, you might want to get rid of that sticker or hide it or something. What's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm all right.
I'm your biggest fan.
Oh yeah?
I'm biggest fan of the Spurs. Yeah, I'm a car dealer. I'm really senior.
What you do?
Yep.
Did you know I was coming through here or something?
No, I had no idea actually.
You was on Franklin Street?
Yeah.
She's about to drink out of it. They might, hopefully they fix the water. Change it. It looks clean. Straight A's, kid. That's what you get. Franklin Street is kind of crazy, especially during the Final Four time. So an hour before we won the national championship, this is 2009. This is what the street looks like. This is what it looks like after. As you can see, even after Duke games, they get like this too. Kind of crazy. They got a little fire, little bonfires, people jumping over there, climbing the poles, flipping cars. That's the most recent one in 2017. So it gets crazy. Even on Halloween, they let people dress up. They used to anyway. They stopped it. They have more cops monitoring. But they used to have like 80 to 100,000 people on Franklin Street shut it down wearing costumes. So that's why it's legendary and known for what it is. Franklin Street gets kind of crazy after big wins and on holidays. Yeah, I think I sent this to him some years ago. I don't remember when I sent this to him. It had to be like maybe when I first got out of college, 9 years ago. Everybody says thank you to Sutton. They took good care of us when we were here. How you doing, Dan? Good, how you doing? Good seeing you. Same. This was the house that I lived in my senior year. Obviously, they were doing it. Looks really nice right now. It was amazing. It was in the woods. We had low key. It was me, Marcus, Bobby, Tyler, Preston. I used to drive around back. I had a little area for like my little driveway. I used to live downstairs in the basement, kind of where I had to build my own room. I had to put rug in. I had to put ceiling, like sheetrock for ceiling. We had to get somebody to help us make a bathroom. I had to find a bunch of stuff on Craigslist, from beds to tables to nightstands to desks, a little refrigerator. So I had to pretty much build my room from scratch and turned it into a nice little area. Got a little cold in the wintertime, so I had to get some heat warmers, some space heaters. But it worked out well for me. It was a great little area. We had a lot of fun times here. And this is called 106. Carolina, everybody's called 106. We used to have parties here and have a good time. But it looks like somebody bought it out and redoing it, but it looks beautiful, man. It's the old stomping ground. It's part of it anyway. I used to live on campus most of my years, my freshman through junior year, basically. And then here. Good to be back home, especially when it looks like this. '17 kids. Oh, here you go. I think this is us. Yep. So we had always had the big Carolina symbol on our rug. Before they changed the locker room, when they weren't allowed to step on the NC, it was bad luck. But before every game, we would pray. That's Coach Williams, Ty, Tyler Zeller. I think Bob was over here, Larry Drew. There's your boy right there. Will Graves, Dion is over here. I think Wayne is over there somewhere. Marcus. Yeah, it was long ago. Workouts in here. as you walk through the hallways, you can see, the tournaments, the first-round draft picks. You can see, the national championships that we won. The greats that are on the wall that have won Player of the Year, or NBA champion or gold medalist. The guys that have come through here and made a hell of a career for themselves after leaving here. The locker room is amazing. All this stuff wasn't here when I was here, but it's amazing to see how they put it together. And these young guys are benefiting from it, but that's why we put the work in. That's why we win so many games, is for the younger generation to be able to enjoy it. So you see the hot and cold tubs, you see the theater room, you see the jerseys in the hallways, the guys that have made it to the NBA, all the professionals, and then you have the museum, which is ridiculous. It's crazy to see all the stuff they have in there, all the trophies, the rings, the shoes, I said the banners, the players that have come through here. Those are, you wouldn't even remember or forget about a lot of times. We have so many guys that have come through here. A lot of them not top name guys or Hall of Famers. There's really great players here and in the NBA, and even some guys overseas. So I said it's an amazing feeling to walk through these hallways and through that tunnel and to be in this gym again, whether it's for camp or just being here with a reunion with those guys.
The best thing about camp, I think, is getting to interact with all the parents. Selling merch, it's nice because everybody that comes in the door, I try and make a memorable experience. They always have fun at camp and they learn a lot here, but when they get home, they have something to take with them and look at and remember the good times that they had over here.
Camp was great this weekend. We had an amazing time. Thank the sponsors for helping a lot of those kids get in. We had about 80% of our campers sponsored in by a lot of our sponsors. Rusty Carter was a great one. Betray the Truth was a good one. We have Chipotle who helped feed them, Body Armor providing the drinks. But all our sponsors from Texas and Carolina coming together helping these kids to get in. We had a good connection and good relationship with the Boys and Girls Club, allowing some of those kids to come in and play. So it was a lot of fun having those kids around, and we had a great turnout. About 90 plus kids, which is probably the best turnout we've had in a while since we've been here. So it was good to see we get some of the love, or a lot of the love back from the community here. Since I was a kid, man, I was always a Carolina fan. My dad was a Carolina fan. We watched Sheed and Stackhouse and all those guys play when I was a little one. So once they started recruiting me, it was an easy decision for me. I've always wanted to come here, and when I got here, it was just a dream come true, to be able to step on this floor. I said, play for Coach Williams, who's a god to me and my family, and play for a guy like that. So it was amazing once they started recruiting me. Once I got a chance to go here, I don't care if I made the NBA or not. Be able to go to Carolina and graduate from Carolina, I thought was more than enough achievement for me and my family. So, I was just lucky. I was very blessed as a kid or a young teenager to be able to have that opportunity and be a part of the Carolina alum. And these guys that call me brothers. You have Vince Carter coming up to you and saying hello, showing you a lot of love, giving you a hug, or even Michael Jordan. When I see him, they show a lot of love. Jerry Stackhouse, Sheed, Shammond Williams. The list goes on. Even my brothers that were here, Tyler Hansborough, Ty Lawson, Marcus Ginyard, Bobby Frazier, all those guys. The guys before me, Sean May, Raymond Felton. And the guys after me, Harrison Barnes, John Henson, Tyler Zeller. There's a lot of guys still in the league that are doing well, but all those guys are my brothers, and we still keep very much in contact. And even the guys overseas, Deion Thompson, even the guys that I left early, Alex Stevenson, Larry Drew, they're all still part of the Carolina family. We see each other, we show a lot of love, and it's amazing to be a part of that brotherhood. Before to wrap it up, I just want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to all the sponsors for all the camps, not just Carolina, but Texas as well. New York, everywhere. They did a great job. You guys made this happen. Be able to have all these kids come in, put smiles on their faces, and have them attend camp and learn some basketball, but also be able to interact with me, have some fun, and play against me. So big thank you to all the sponsors that sponsored all these kids throughout all the states in Texas, North Carolina, New York. Hopefully we continue to do this for years to come. So thank you once again.